If you've seen my videos, then you know I'm a fan of internet critic Confused Matthew, and if you've seen his videos, then you know that he said this was the worst movie he had ever seen. And I bring this up because I actually watched this movie after I saw his review. So while watching the movie, I wasn't so much watching it for what it was, but more looking for the stuff he brought up, in order to see if there was ways to counter-argue it. And what I saw was, he was mostly right, and even watching it just to judge it on its own, it's still not that great. In 2054, Washington DC has a special crime fighting unit called Pre-Crime, which uses 3 young psychics named Preclogs that help them predict a murder before it will happen. One day, Captain John Anderton, played by Tom Cruise, is revealed to be the future murderer of a man named Leo Crow and goes on the run. And now he must find a way to clear his name while going through a bunch of set pieces. Now the biggest problem with the movie is obviously the plot. Why the hell does John not just leave town and lay low? He knows that the murder's supposed to happen in 36 hours, so why doesn't he just lay low until then and then come out as a free man? And the thing is, they could have fixed this easily. Maybe they don't know when the murder will happen, so he is a fugitive until they prove his innocence, or he can't leave town because the place is blocked. Something. I will defend the actual plot device of the Preclogs though. I brought this up in my Wanted review, but they do at least only detect murders in Washington DC, and since it does give an address, they know they are getting the right person. But near the end, all my patience went out the window. They start introducing all these rules and things that happen with the Preclogs that feel just completely forced. So yeah, the plot is a mess. However, I do think the movie is okay. I actually own it, so it must have something worth liking. Well, for me, it's just a fun chase movie, and I feel that's what it was trying to be over anything else. I really like the look of this film. It has this whitish glow that feels much less distracting than the lens flare that J.J. Abrams uses in his films, and the special effects are really good. The car chase is a damn near masterpiece of action just for how creative it is. The characters and all the actors do a good job, and I just love the world in which this is set. The technology and the fact that it isn't a future where everything sucks is a nice change of pace, especially post-Matrix. And for all the story's problems, it does bring up some interesting ideas about free will. I heard this was supposed to be a parody of the Patriot Act, but honestly, I don't get it. The Patriot Act was controversial because it involves spying on United States citizens in order to protect them. This, from what I can tell, only detects murders. Be honest, if the government had a machine that could detect murders before they happen, I don't think there would be much backlash for that. So yeah, I do enjoy watching Minority Report despite its huge flaws. For me, it's a fun chase film with some cool effects and technology, but it also does manage to bring up some good ideas. Spielberg called it a popcorn movie, but a gourmet popcorn movie. And I think that about sums it up. I give it a 6 out of 10. It ain't perfect, but I probably would rather watch this than the other Spielberg movie that came out in 2002. Oh god, what am I gonna say about that one? See you then.